BMQ podcast, Johnson and Faye. You better recognize the tech.
That should have worn something more.
Yes, we are recording.
Okay.
Hey, bro, this is a clip. I'm gonna chop up your awkwardness and put it.
Oh, hold on, we started recording for real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I hit that bitch. Oh, shit, I ain't know you recorded.
RJ working today.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
You know RJ on set. We won't be getting up. Well.
But question. So he's starting. Something that pissed me off. Did y'all see that track runner? What do you think of Elena Everett or whatever? That girl who was running the track and she was in a little track meet and she decided to take the baton and bust that girl in the back of her fucking
head. And then she said, it got stuck under her back and it made me hit her again. I said, what?
Bruh.
Her explanation was so trash.
Have y'all seen the fucking tour that she's going on? I feel like I know I see about 2-3 clips of her like boo-hoo crying saying nobody's gonna believe me. Because we fucking see it, homegirl.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet you.
it's like she taking that fucking lie to the fucking grave and can't nobody tell her shit about it. And
So the girl didn't mean to hit her or no?
She chopped the shit out of her.
I seen like a little bit of it, but I don't be paying attention on social media because that shit is stupid. I seen it, but I was like, yo.
Social media is.
Yeah, they be doing
a little bit of fabricated.
But I feel like every single clip I seen her do, she hit her one good time. The second one looked like, I know. But the first one, it looked like she was
first one was
like, said, bang.
She was frustrated.
Like, them boys said, old girl got a concussion. They said, the only thing that was kind of fabricated, I feel like, they said, and she might have a fracture in the skull. How the fuck did you might have?
Nigga, do you know what a fucking? I was about to say, you had one of them shit before?
No, but what is might? Either you do have a fracture or not.
As fuck.
Yeah,
a little heavy too now.
But if you evaluating somebody, how the hell do you might have some shit? I don't understand it.
Well, I don't know how hard they are, so she might. You don't know.
But if you're a fucking doctor, you shouldn't be able to like. You might have a skull fracture.
No,
nigga, do I have a skull fracture?
What they're trying to say is the bitch hit her so hard that we might have to take X-rays because her skull. But they said that she do have a concussion, so that means they evaluated her. So if you evaluate her, how you know somebody got a concussion but don't know if they got a fracture? So that's the only thing that bothers me about that shit. Like, come on, man. I feel you.
Like, be a little bit consistent.
Yeah.
At this point, is y'all just trying to milk this shit to see how much money y'all can get?
I thought those were plastic. I thought they were plastic. I don't know how hard they are.
It feel weird. It's like it's not the hardest thing in the world, but it can knock you out.
Let me chop you hard with that plastic bottle up there. That water
plastic. What? Oh.
A what?
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, see.
If I chop you with a full water bottle.
I don't know exactly what kind of material it is, but it's not like, I don't think it's like hard steel, but it's damn near, it's close to it.
Yeah.
It's close enough to fuck you up. If you fighting somebody and they got that shit in their hand, you probably gonna fucking lose. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Pass the baton, bitch.
But just to say that shit, like taking this fucking lie to the ground. Do y'all have a lie that y'all know y'all taking to the grave right now? I know
a lie or like
a lie, a story, or an agreement with somebody where y'all be like, hey, we taking this one to the grave.
Oh yeah.
You got those. How much of the shit you got? If that.
Nigga, it was a year where I had to take a couple of things to the grave.
You said a couple shit. Yeah, great, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
So you don't know?
No, I don't think.
Cause y'all lie so much, just like that girl.
No.
It's the fact.
But it's not a lie. It's just something that just can't be said. It just gotta.
No, I don't be lying about shit. Like I just be honest about stuff, so I don't have to take nothing to my grave except for my body.
I only got one lie I gotta take to the grave.
Ain't a lie. So I don't have a lie that I gotta take to the grave.
Well, I got a fucking lie.
I got some shit that I gotta take to the grave.
Well, I think that's damn near the same family though. A lie, and because if somebody asks you about it, you're not gonna tell them the truth. So
when they know,
I think that's like deadly. That's deadly.
Herpes is fucking deadly.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Herpes is not a deadly disease, bro.
Certain levels of herpes is deadly,
bro. You never heard nobody dying from herpes. These are fucking AIDS. Or then AIDS come from HIV.
I'm about to say.
That's the only thing.
HIV turned into AIDS, right?
Yeah, HIV turned into AIDS.
I ain't never heard of a motherfucker getting killed by. I ain't never seen a motherfucker get killed by a machete, but that would stop it from fucking happening.
But at the same time, it's not illegal to fuck somebody with knowing that you got fucking herpes and giving them herpes. That's not illegal.
Which one is law that you're supposed to tell somebody that you have it?
All of them.
No, AIDS. No, it's not. That's not true, Quake. It's only AIDS. Why? Because AIDS is proven to kill people. Herpes, gonorrhea. I don't have fucking gonorrhea. Fucking all that shit.
Listen, you had gonorrhea?
That's something she probably, she might have done. She might have.
She just fine.
If you ain't had gonorrhea, you definitely had chlamydia. Y'all women still some fucking chlamydia. Y'all women still some fucking chlamydia now. Y'all going to get that shot and then y'all bookie around that fucking hip right there. Y'all take that shot at a time.
7-day pill.
That shot and that fucking pill should hurt like a bitch.
In the words of seven, you ain't never caught nothing. You ain't fucking right.
Yeah, you ain't never, as a nigga, if you ain't never catch, as a man, if you ain't never caught gonorrhea at least, that chlamydia, you piss it out. But as a man, if you ain't even catch gonorrhea, you ain't been fucking for real. You ain't fucking for real.
Oh my god.
That shit like catching a common cold. That shit, you go out there fucking around.
But that's bad.
That's like catching a cold.
Did y'all see on Facebook that we like in the top 10? Yeah.
It don't matter. And you wanna know what's so crazy? I hate like the way they be shaming people for having these little STIs, STDs, when technically when you look at the fucking scoreboard, we hired that bitch. That means we look at like 10 fucking people, at least about 4 or 5 of y'all boys got something. So why everybody talking all this shit when this shit is actually normal?
Because if 4 or 5 people got something,
Yeah.
you would think that niggas would use something that their fucking brain and stop or just use a condom. Like I keep saying, you just using a condom, just using a little birth control, just using something that can help you in the long run. Niggas is always going against the grain.
But motherfuckers don't. Y'all motherfuckers know y'all don't use condoms.
You should be stoned. You should be shot.
Y'all motherfuckers know y'all don't use goddamn condoms. It's just a normal thing as a fucking adult. I feel like you don't fuck. I feel like nobody goes over. Let's say you fucking somebody. After you fuck them boy 3 times, that condom, that definitely should go out the door. I don't give a fuck who it is. You can have no plans with being in this person the rest of your life. Hey, bro, if you fuck them boy over 3 times, that condom
she
gone.
She just gonna act like she damn excluded from this conversation.
Wait, I'm listening.
How many times you got a fucking nigga to stop using a condom?
No, you know that's ridiculous.
Okay, so let me say.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, at what point do you feel like you be acquainted enough with a man?
I'm gonna share this on my page, so I'm gonna share this.
Yeah.
This about to be some bullshit.
I literally just had a conversation with somebody. Like, condoms? Okay, so back in the day, I don't feel like, did they exist?
No, back in the day.
Wait, no, listen, just.
I'm saying this shit, back in the day, it wasn't as common because they didn't have disease.
I need y'all to clarify what the fuck is back in the day.
Okay, back in the day is like my parents' age.
I think they had them back then.
Like niggas, anybody who in their like mid to late 50s right now, condoms wasn't fucking regular for them.
I think so.
It wasn't. Okay. I know they told me.
Oh.
They told me.
With all the bitches with 9 kids and 10.
Yeah.
But far as like me, I feel like that shit like causes problems. I'm just gonna say that. I feel like it causes.
Oh look, I just wanna implement this quick fact before y'all move on.
Go ahead.
Condoms. The first condom was found in 1844.
Oh well, that's.
Hold up, let me just go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Further explain.
Yeah.
The first condoms that were actually produced and manufactured and put up for sale were in 1855.
Oh well, our parents were born after that.
And then we saying
latex condoms came about 1920s.
Oh, your dad was not.
Okay, but that's cool. Like that's like any business. At first, you start a business, then you grow the business. And a lot of time, that shit might get successful down about 10 years fucking later. Bet. So when was it very common? When was it very common? When my parents.
That was 100 years ago.
When condoms was common. Let's just get through this shit. Let's get to this shit.
Oh, I really want her to finish her point though.
That's what we trying
I'm
to get
just
to the
saying,
conversation.
like, so, like, that shit is not, just like birth control, like the bitches say birth control is not good for a woman's body. I don't feel like condoms are either. I'm speaking from general aspect.
So raw dick just carry everything.
No, I mean, what's wrong with it if you're clean? I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it if you're clean.
That's
right? If you clean, everything clean, right?
It ain't nothing wrong if everybody clean, but it's the fact that we don't know that the person we fucking
You gotta
actually
ask for the
clean.
fucking papers and don't be scared of that shit. If
First
somebody
of all,
don't
y'all
want to
don't.
give you that shit, then you should.
First of all, y'all don't be doing that shit. People don't be doing
Yes,
that
the fuck I do.
shit. I ain't had a girl ask me that shit ever in my
That
life.
bitch is stupid.
Well, all of them bitches stupid.
You know, I do feel like
That
my charts are becoming a little bit more popular
now.
thing.
It needs to be popular. You need to go to your fucking doctor.
We gonna be honest. 5 years ago, I ain't never heard of my shit about nobody.
And I feel like,
And I think they just came up with that shit too. Like, well, maybe I don't fucking know, but I know the doctor I go to, they have my chart.
I was hearing about my charts, and I feel like 3 years ago was the first time where a girl tried to fuck me, right? And then she tried to raw dog me, and then I was like, yo, I gotta get this condom. What you doing? She was like, oh no, I'm good. You want to see my chart? I got my chart or whatever type shit. And I'm still thinking, I'm like, yo, my chart still got a date on it. And you got to check fucking 5 months ago. That don't mean you don't got it fucking right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't never know when somebody's actually clean. So you always risking it every single
Make
time.
them go get that shit.
Like I dealt with a girl one time.
Trust this motherfucker.
I fucked this girl one time, and she told me she had herpes like after we had fucked. But like a smart man I am, like the smart nigga I am, when she tried to raw dog me, I stopped her like I always do. Stop like, hey, let me get the fucking condom real quick. Boom. And he told me the week after that she got herpes. She didn't get herpes from fucking around. She got herpes from fucking with her boyfriend, somebody who's committed to them. So you can never trust that shit.
No, that should be happening for sure.
Yeah.
I can totally.
Death of dishonest. Somebody got to die.
No, but
man, herpes.
I kind of sympathize.
Bitch break out and be like, you got a bum. They all yelling at you and shit. Niggas don't want you using any glass cups in their house. They got you drinking out of plastic. You get plastic forks.
I'm not gonna lie. I do.
You're not even coming to my house.
Nigga can't even ask you for no CarMax.
You can't even come over. I don't got that.
I don't tease people who got like STDs and STIs because I feel like I sympathize with them because the fact that imagine just living with a disease that you can't get rid of, and then now you be like, hey, you supposed to tell everybody that you meet that you got that shit ahead of time. Imagine you just going up to every single person you meet, every time somebody about to like you or you have a conversation.
Well,
like,
if
hey,
you
yo,
a woman,
I got HIV.
don't worry. Niggas don't give a damn.
I was thinking one day, back in the day, that they should make a website like herpesmeet.com.
I think, no, you know what's crazy? I feel like that shit probably exists.
I think that's really smart, actually.
Yeah, like
I thought about that shit too.
Or HIV, like
You
I
can't
have,
get it again.
you know, I got AIDS. If you want a link,
Yeah,
let me know.
AIDS.com
It's almost like
or
a Facebook site just for people with STD.
AIDS safe place.
And it's okay because you can't catch it again.
Yeah, like you got to give them boy actual paperwork and be qualified to actually get the app. So you know everybody on there got something that they can't get rid of.
Wait, ask y'all this question since we're on the topic of HIV and all this shit, which is wild.
I'm talking about this dumbass shit.
We can do something else.
So how important do y'all think? And then we can move on from this type shit. How important do y'all think sex is to this generation? On like, you know?
I feel like sex is as important as it was in every generation.
Yeah, for sure.
Like imagine being a full-blown relationship with somebody you don't like having sex with. That's insane.
Yeah.
I think it's actually higher today. Like I think sex is more prevalent than anything anybody's dealing with right now.
Hell no, boy. You know how much old niggas got like 20 families type shit? They were fucking everything.
Not even 20 families, but like 10, 12 kids. Like they was fucking.
Yeah, it was easier for them boys because they ain't got to worry about social media catching them out. They're like, they had a baby with the girl that
it was under the radar, I guess.
Yeah, they had a baby with the girl they ran into out of town at a club one time. Like, and they can never contact them again besides they fucking landline.
Right, yeah.
Like back then, women could give you the wrong number and you really just fucked. You would never see them.
Out of town baby is nuts.
Yeah, it'd be like that. People in the military.
Mommy, who's my daddy?
Go out, see. Well, hey.
You better go on ancestry.com.
So, as in like importance.
It's not on there.
Yeah, as in importance, it's the same level of importance no matter how old you is, because everybody horny as fuck.
That's what we were created to do, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not
to be a hoe, but to procreate.
We literally have reproduction. We literally have reproductive organs.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. We gotta procreate.
Yeah, you're supposed to fuck, regardless.
Unless you're a bitch and then just say that shit. But other than that,
if you smart, you just pick and choose your spots when you decide to have no fucking children.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next fucking conversation I was saying earlier. Poor people shouldn't date. I really feel like if you are not financially stable, you don't have no fucking business out here wasting your time with anybody else's time trying to kiss up, boo up, and possibly make a child with somebody when you don't even have your fucking life together yet. And I've been saying that shit earlier, but some reason everybody had a problem with that.
Man, I done seen some poor happy couples, man.
I ain't seen that shit yet.
Especially on Rivers Avenue. Them bitch be under
poor and happy?
Them bitch be under the tree with the dog and all.
Listen,
happy or dealing?
Wait, no, because having money don't mean that you're happy.
Shit, make you happier.
No, having money don't mean that you're happy, because I know it's like cliche, but a lot of people who have money aren't the happiest people. You can buy whatever you want, but that doesn't mean you're genuinely
they be more depressed.
Yeah.
No, hell.
But
Because
money gets you what you want. It's like it goes hand in hand. You gotta be. That's something personal. It don't matter money or if you got a nice car, if you got all kind of shit that other people want. It's really within, like if you're happy or not. So if two people find love and they they good and they are genuinely happy. As far as being poor, if they live on the side of the street, it probably don't mean nothing because
they probably on drugs.
Nigga, you ain't know what Anthony Hamilton said.
It's two people living on the side of the street and they together. They on drugs. I tell you that right now. I work fucking downtown. They happy when they high.
Happy and high, nigga.
No. When they fucking high, they be high all the time. No, hell no, man. Like I say, if you broke, leave people alone and take care of your fucking self first.
I think that's wrong because some people just date on their standards. Broke, they broke.
Yeah, but we in a fucked up economy where two lower class people do not equal a middle class. Two lower class people meet high lower class. So two middle class people don't mean high class, it means upper middle class. The economy is fucked up, all right? So if two broke people fucking with each other, y'all still bound to fucking fail. Y'all bound to fail your fucking children. Y'all bound to fail a lot of shit. Now mind you, let's say y'all get together in which the divorce rate is high as a motherfucker. So now you got two low-income people decide to try to be a family, decide to have all their fucking kids, then they break up, and 9 times out of 10, the kid go with the mama. Now the mama's out here struggling, because she what? She's fucking low class with a bunch of children, and she's trying to get child support from who? A low-class nigga. Now your kid growing up in the projects, they hanging around people, they going to jail, they getting killed. It's a whole bunch of bullshit that happen. You want to know how you avoid that shit? If you make yourself financially stable before you decide to fuck with somebody.
But if you want me to be very honest with you, I feel like even if they fuck with somebody or they don't fuck with somebody, they still gonna just be low income. I feel like
be low income and don't fuck up nobody else's life.
They're only that way because that's where they want to stay, right? Or they really can't get out that
environment.
Some people are just meant to be
poor.
Yeah.
Some people are meant to be. So you saying some people are meant to be poor?
We gotta have examples, right? So some people are meant to be. We do, because you look at them people and be like, I don't want to be like them. And some people don't have that mindset to be like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do to get out of this situation. So then they, end up here and they end up there, But I'm a single mom. Shit.
I don't think nothing wrong with being single.
I want to be a dentist, and I'm not gonna stay where the fuck I am because I didn't grow up bad, and my kids are not gonna grow up bad.
So let me ask you a question, right? And if you don't want to answer, you ain't gonna answer. So me and my mom have this argument all the time, right? Do you think being a single mom is a choice?
A choice?
I don't think it's a choice. I mean, as far as your situation, yes. Not a choice. It's just a circumstance. But anybody can meet somebody.
Sorry, let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
Not a choice. Let me not say it like a choice. But do you think, do you think that you played a hand in the fact that you are a single mom?
Yes, because I left.
Mm-hmm.
I could have stayed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, I was digging for shit. Like, I played reverse psychology and found out that shit. I wasn't digging for nothing. I found out that shit, and then that's what it was. He told me, and I was just like, look, I left because...
Don't say it. Just keep it to yourself. You go.
I was self-incriminating myself, but no, I left because I knew if I stayed the next day, that next night, it wasn't gonna be me with something in my back. We just gonna hear that. It wasn't gonna be me. It's gonna be him. And I had to go because I already know once I be brewing on that shit and that shit start revving up, and be like, bitch, are you serious? And be like, yeah, bitch.
It's serious.
Yeah. Then no. So I said, you know what? If I do anything to lose my daughter and my fucking potential unborn child, I'm just gonna fucking leave before I get myself in some shit.
I always say it's a y'all play a part because even before you get pregnant, I think you know who you're laying down with.
For sure. And you ignore that shit. Cause you try to see the better person and the better right there.
Question, do you feel like you changed once you did have a child?
Fuck yeah. I told you.
For the better, right? Like.
Yeah, I would have been in jail.
Like mentally, like emotionally, like, because a conversation I've seen a lot lately on social media is a lot of blaming on the male part because they say that when women have a children, it's almost feel like they're missing a part of themselves, or there's a lot of chemical imbalances, hormonally like imbalances that changes a woman, postpartum depression, things like that happens, right?
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, a man need to have way more patience with the woman. But in real life cases, we always see that it's always like the breakup happened like during the pregnancy or right after the pregnancy. And that's when everything go to hell. But if scientifically, if the woman is like physically changing, like mentally actually changing, and the circumstances don't work out, how does the man get the blame for somebody who's actually like scientifically changing? Because the nigga didn't have the baby.
It's not really the blame. It's more so
You're a contributing factor.
How?
Because you caused change as well. So you have to be open-minded. I don't feel like a lot of niggas are open-minded as far as a woman changing.
Yeah, but how do you cause the change?
You used to this bitch one way, and now she's like having your baby, and a baby is like forming.
The sperm hit the egg, then you know she's.
But that was both of y'all choice.
No, facts. But you still contribute.
Yeah, so, I just feel like niggas not understanding, and I know some bitches take that postpartum shit and run with it. But other bitches really be going through that shit.
I think the thing that is the big problem is niggas don't even take time to give a fuck about the fact that this may play a part, because you gotta think about this too. A woman already, you know what I'm saying? She lost her body for 9 months. Her body. Then after that, she still gotta give herself night after night, whether that's breastfeeding, getting up, making a bottle, doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in those early stages, I hate to say it, it's not much a nigga can do. Because the baby is attached to the mama way differently than it's attached to the daddy. The only thing you can do is a couple hours of nap time while she try to recuperate a little energy.
Which is still helpful.
Yes. But for the most part, she's still dedicating day in, time after time, sleep, a different type of care. A baby gonna sleep differently than when it's with his mama than when it's with his daddy. Even if they got that great bond, it's still different. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of factors that moms go through way different than dads. Or just a nigga you fucking, or you having the baby way in general. Like, all that shit play a part. Then you gotta think about it too. A woman is still dealing with the fact that she losing her life.
Fuck yeah.
The nigga who not carrying the baby, he still can drink.
Yeah.
He still can smoke.
She got set down for the little 9 months.
Yeah, for past 9 months.
9 months, but like longer than that. Cause like I breastfed both my kids, and like I couldn't do shit. Like you can't smoke babies, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless you choose to do it.
But yeah, some girls, them boy, they big on that. Like, no, you can still smoke weed as long as you smoke it a certain weed.
And I mean,
like they be on that.
Like I said, it's a choice.
You can still drink as long as you drink a little bit.
I don't feel like it's gonna harm the baby as much, but like it's just a choice.
So,
like whether
what do you think your biggest hurdle was, like during your, what you think your biggest hurdle is of being a mom?
Just trying to find myself, cause like you're trying to find yourself, but this is like a totally new situation, so it's like you gotta find like your new self.
Who you are in the mother.
Because like, is it because like every single time, every move that you make, you have to consider the child, no matter what?
For sure. I told you I would have been in jail by now.
I believe her.
Yeah, for sure. Oh fuck no. Yeah, whatever that nigga pulled. Listen, like no.
But I feel like
I would have been gone.
I feel like that's just still kind of like weird that niggas always get the short end of the stick when it comes to that situation. When we actually are informed, we all know about postpartum depression type shit, and then a lot of time they'll get a blame from the baby mama, or he not doing this, or he not this, or he not that, type shit. When it's already proven that you're supposed to lose your fucking mind once you have this fucking child. So if you done lost your fucking mind, and I still got the same fucking mind, who the one really tripping here?
But
I'm the same nigga.
It's because of a new person in the world.
Okay, so when are we gonna take this blame off of the niggas in these situations when we know it's fucked up?
I just feel like people don't understand that shit. Like, as long as you're understanding, like, man, this ain't really her because she's just going through it. Then
that's because what's the happy couples doing differently than the people who don't work?
That's the problem. That happy couples aren't placing blame.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's the ones who co-parenting who is blaming. The happy couples aren't blaming. They're dealing. Mm-hmm. They're co-parenting while still being together.
And I'm sure it's still.
When I had to have fucking broke up, you know what? It's because we talked about different circumstances. I think that's what the fuck we.
That's what I'm saying. So people who are
talking
together,
about the people who were together up until the baby, and then they break up during the pregnancy or right after.
Probably beforehand, for sure.
That's what I'm saying too, though. Like, you don't think that's
because then they always say like you don't know nobody if you have a baby with them.
But
you don't think that really is part
no, you're good. If you have problems beforehand, the baby's not gonna make anything better. Now, if a nigga or a female decides to like mentally say like, okay, like our child is what's important, we're gonna work through this shit. It has to be on both parts.
What about
facts? And then you have to also think about the fact that let's just rewind for a second. When you break up without a baby, it's still hard. Mm-hmm. Now, imagine breaking up with a baby mid-pregnancy. Or
that shit weird to me.
In the pregnancy or beginning of pregnancy. Beginning pregnancy, it gotta be stupid fucking crazy. Cause now I gotta think about how this baby gonna be taken care of. Woo, 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 woo. Then middle of pregnancy, you gotta think about the fact that this nigga's been at $80 appointment with me. Woo, 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 woo. Now it's just me. So you have to think about the fact that now I am alone now, but I had help. Then after pregnancy, you waited 9 months, nigga, to fool me into having this baby, and now you gone? That is a whole lot of shit to deal with.
We was having a conversation outside in the kitchen. They might have got pregnant while they were still in that cupcake or that having fun phase. Right. Type shit. Like that girl or that dude was looking at the person and be like, oh yeah, I like them, they have a good time, they fun, we dating the perception of them type shit. Then you actually get pregnant. Well, as soon as a motherfucker get pregnant, everything gets real. It's no more fun shit. It's time. It's 100% responsibility. And I guess that's when the things, everything start to change now. Because now it's like, okay, I liked you because you made me laugh. We used to go to the club, we used to play around, have a good time. Now, we have a whole human on the way.
Yeah, you gotta.
Now I'm looking at your deficiency. I didn't see it before because I was just focused on the fun. Now I know your deficiency.
Now I see your stupid ass inconsistent. Now I see your stupid ass party too much.
Yeah, you're not
you
good
drink
support.
too much. You don't do this. You not here.
Yeah.
That, yeah, like all type of crazy shit. So I feel like this a good segue to this is. Do you think like I was on Instagram and I saw the text message between Anthony Edwards and
I didn't see
girl.
It.
Basically,
Yeah,
I heard about it.
He like you gonna be a single parent. Like I'm telling you, I don't want this child. So do you think?
the fucking dice.
But we just established that who's more important than pregnancy? The woman and her sanity and everything that comes along with it. So in hopes that his upfrontness can save you a lifelong 18 years of heartbreak, a lifelong 18 years of hardship, a lifelong time. Because
you're saying the woman's to blame because
no, I'm not saying no. Hold on. Stop.
Wait. Well, you was leaning on the woman.
I did not lean on that.
You said why did she take the chance?
No, I said why are you taking the chance? So in my brain, I'm just asking.
Well, you said her.
Yeah, because she's the only one taking a chance.
And because
this nigga told you I'm not gonna be around. He ain't take no chance.
Well, that's after she got pregnant. We talking about before. I feel like you lean on the women on that part because it was up to her to be like, hey nigga, get that condom or we ain't fucking. At the end of the day,
no.
You telling you the one that directed this fucking shit. This baby ain't coming if you be like, hey nigga, you ain't got no condom, I ain't got no condom. This shit is not gonna happen.
The baby don't grow in that nigga. He don't gotta do nothing.
But he gotta plant the motherfucker, nigga. He the gardener. So the hell?
I can plant a tree and fucking and Ghana, but bitch, I ain't gotta see it grow.
But who are we?
You said be planting fucking seeds, period. If you don't want to see it grow, Quinn.
I know that. I'm saying, I know that. He know that.
So I'm saying the perception is usually the woman you being irresponsible about the nigga you fucking raw dogging. But nigga, you was the one that decided to insert your dick raw dog and don't pull out. Nigga, it really started with you.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying, who are we to take away whether a child has a chance? Because some kids grow up resenting that shit, and some kids take that as fuel. So, who are we?
Man, listen, I want my son to be fucking be motivated by not having a parent or a broken home. What the hell?
No, it's not that they're motivated, but it's just like you gotta take your situation for what it is. Like, you know?
No.
Yes,
I'd rather not make the situation.
You rather kill a fucking baby? You say it's not born. It's already fucking there when they say you're pregnant. No matter how big or small it is, it's still there. They don't have a heartbeat quite yet in the first.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Why is it a religious thing?
Is it easier for you to kill a cockroach or to kill a dog?
Neither, because I'm scared of fucking roaches. I didn't go with that shit.
I'm just saying true. Most people gonna kill
It's
a cockroach.
way easier for you to kill a cockroach.
I'm just being honest. So
I'll kill a dog. I'll kill a cockroach, depending on the circumstances. Because if a dog is coming to attack me, I'm gonna get.
No. But cockroach ain't attack you, and neither did the dog attack you. But you gotta.
I got a question.
When it started flying,
I got a question.
Attack me.
I got a question. Did any of y'all ever kill a bug and ever feel bad about it?
No.
I was scared.
I've had. So that's why I know y'all ain't shit and y'all going to hell. I done killed bugs before and be like, damn, what if I was a bug just living my fucking regular life and this big ass giant decided to kill me just because I'm moving and fucking around. And so does that fucking baby that ain't developed yet.
Yes, it does.
They ain't got shit yet.
Yes, it does. Fuck
You can't even have a voice at a certain point.
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I feel both perspectives.
No, fuck it. Nigga,
motherfucker ain't got a fucking heartbeat
a fucking
yet.
bug.
The motherfucker ain't got a heartbeat yet, and you get rid of that shit, and you tell him
it's
it's
going
killing.
to have one.
Going to later. So the fact that it ain't got
develop. Just like anything in life. That's like somebody killing your fucking dreams because they say, oh, well, he's not fucking.
They ain't developed yet. They're gone.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's over.
No, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna be successful.
It's over.
You could be birthing the next whatever.
Well, if we want to check the statistics.
Fuck the statistics.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Hey man, Tyler Perry is very successful. Got his own fucking
He
studio
had a
in
fucked
Atlanta.
up background.
I don't want my kid to go through no fuck up background. Let me just say, I'd rather my kid be successful, like have an easy going life, have a regular fucking life, than have a hard fucking life and end up being one of the most successful people in the world.
So
I ain't got time for that.
So you
I don't want it.
So let me ask you this question. So you feel like
ask it. Go ahead. I'm not gonna.
So you really feel as though no matter you gonna do everything in your power, and you think you can change the trajectory of your child's life?
No, like I pray every night that my kids don't go through that heartbreak of not having their parent around.
But what I'm saying is though, because you said you was like you gotta do everything to change it. You had a lot of passion with that. But the thing I'm saying is, do you truly think you can change a child's trajectory? Because at a certain point in their life, no matter what you want for them, it's just what they want for themselves.
No, I totally agree.
And what I'm saying is, in a nutshell, is no matter what the fuck you do, no matter how the fuck you raise them, no matter how much you instill in them, they're going to always choose their own
for sure
path.
But wouldn't you rather try than not try? And try and fail than not try and fail? Because you're automatically going to fail if you don't try. But if you try and fail, then you're still...
So would you rather fail one person or fail two people?
Who's the two people?
You and them. No, I'm saying because as a parent, if you look and you see the outcome of what you tried to do did not work, you failed yourself because you took on. No. In a sense, I'm just hearing out to you. You took on a mission that failed, and not only that, somebody else's life is I ain't gonna say ruined for your actions, but ruined for the fact that you chose to proceed with something that didn't have to be.
No, I feel like God does what He needs to do. If a person wasn't supposed to have a baby, then I don't think that they would.
You're really, you still on business.
No, I know. I feel like I said, I pray my kids have like the most success in this world, you know, and I pray that they look at their situation and look at me and be like, my mom did that shit because I'm going to be a dentist one day, and I want them to look at like, damn, like even though she went through all this shit, like she still made it. Because I looked at my mom, I had like a bad day and she was going through her sickness and all that shit. I ran out of gas one day. I don't get embarrassed, but that shit, I was already at a gas station and I was on my way. She fucking just so happened to be driving home, hop behind my fucking car and be like, is this done? She got out, she's like, what happened? I said, Mom, I ran out of gas. She got out, she zoomed to that gas station. She got the fucking gas. She came back and filled my fucking tank up while she was fucking, you know, like going through her shit, and she still shut up for me. And that shit, like I always tell everybody, like that shit really fucking like.
It's the try.
Shout out to mama.
You know?
I feel you though, because it's watching them try that either pushes you forward, or it just pushes you forward. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So like I said, I don't know what my kids' outcome is gonna be, but I want them to look at me and be like fuck.
I think that's the makeup. I think when kids look at their parents, I don't think they're looking for what you can do for them and what you don't do for them. They think they look to see how hard did you try to do for them.
Yeah, no. My parents always showed up for me and my sisters and stuff. So
my mama always showed up for me. My daddy, yeah, nigga, you tried. I feel you. You know.
Like everything is still fresh right now, so I don't know what the future looks like, but I don't know. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Just don't choose crack. You'll be alright. Yeah.
Cocaine? No, it's fine. But no. I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I didn't grow up. I didn't have a hard knock life, so I don't expect my kids to have one either. And I'm not gonna let them have one. Like you can look at them now. You can't even tell they daddy ain't doing shit because. Bitch, I'm doing that shit.
I feel like the religious perspective is kind of like funny type shit. Cause be like, if you can get pregnant and really get rid of it type shit. And then some people be like, oh, if she get pregnant, that's a blessing from God, and God wants the baby to happen. Well, if it don't happen, is that God will or what?
Hey, you know what confuses me about that? And I don't want to get deep at all.
I would love to get deep.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to get deep on this.
I have a perspective on
But
that
this
shit
is the
too.
crazy thing, right? God always tell you, you know what I'm saying? No children out of wedlock, which means don't have no kids without being married. No sex until marriage. All this stuff, right? niggas go against the grain every time. And I feel like in a weird way, how your kids turn out, how your life is as a parent, all of that shit plays a part to the point where it's like, is it a blessing or is it a curse?
Alright, can I say something real quick? Because you don't got your words. So people always tell me like, oh, those kids are supposed to come. I'm like, I was literally like sinning, doing this. So were they really supposed to come? But God, if you believe in God, whatever. But God knows that He gave us free will. So He know we gonna fuck up. He already know that shit.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because Eve fucked everything up for everybody.
You know what I mean? Fuck that bitch.
Like, she fucked it up.
He knows that we're gonna like do what we want to do at the end of the day, and so he can't say like, oh, like whatever. But in some circumstances, like some things are just not meant to be, so he's not gonna allow those things to happen.
Right.
Cause like a lot of people like.
So do everybody that's here right now actually believe in God? Like one God?
Yeah, I do.
I'm
one
a Christian.
ruler?
Yeah. My parents were pastors. My dad is still pastor. I believe in it, and not because of them, but because of my own personal.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Why do y'all believe in God?
Because I done seen things with my own eyes, through my own perspective, and I feel like God has a funny way of showing me, humbling me, and putting me on game at the end of the day. So I'm gonna say it like this: you know God for who He is to you. And that's the most clear cut and concise way I can say it, because it's been low times that I call on God, He show up. It's been high times that I call on God, He show up, and it's been times where I ain't call on nobody and He still magically.
Well, God never showed me my fucking parlay when I'm trying to make this $20 2 bangs. What the fuck going on? I bet pray for that shit and it don't work.
Cause God might not show up for them that day.
Shit be pissing me off. I was like, the nigga who owned Prize Picks, he hit every fucking day. What you mean? Like, why I can't hit once? Hello? Shit. The reason I believe in God is because I feel like the world is too scary not believing in God. Like, not believing in heaven, not believing in hell, not believing in an upper being type shit. Just being out here living is scary as fuck. Especially death.
But you want me to tell you something? That's special in itself. The fact that you think like that. Because it's a lot of, God's honest, truthful, it's a lot of niggas out here who living like it ain't heaven or hell. There's a lot of niggas out here living like God don't exist.
I think it feels better to live like that than to be thinking about how crazy this shit really is.
But think of the setup of that.
Some people believe in science, right? And that's cool, but I don't feel like, I'm just like, how do you think that came about?
Yeah, like, how does science come about?
And then when you think about God, right, it's like, how did He come about? It gets real funky.
But you want me to tell you what's crazy?
That's wild, too.
But you want me to be real?
Why did this one being
and then
pop up?
From before, you know what I mean? It get real.
But you want me to be honest?
It get real funky.
I don't think, this sounds fucked up.
Crazy, go ahead.
I don't think it's my job to think of that. I
think our minds are, I think He created us to not think that far ahead.
But even the devil say, confusion is of Him.
No, for sure.
So in my brain, for me to think deeply and to get confused, is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because if you want me to be honest, that's how most people lose in the dope game. That's how most people lose in every fucking serious situation. Confused. You get confused by thinking too fucking deep.
And I feel like you should just go with shit sometimes. Because if you think too deep about it, it's gonna get crazy.
And this is the thing that tripped me out, right?
So
niggas be like, how?
Are you saying the devil make niggas thinkers?
Yeah. The art of confusion is different. You gotta think about it though.
What about the people who make out they think?
But hold on. Think about what happened to Eve. She created sin.
Doing too fucking much.
Being curious.
Yeah.
Being a fucking
And you know what's funny? Her curiosity confused another nigga to eat the fucking apple.
But yeah.
You know, I heard something the other day, and it was like Adam was actually like right there, like he was like right there
watching the
like,
shit.
Yeah.
The question, but okay, so we talk about like, let's say like technology, like we record on this camera, we got these mics right here, we got these lights right here. That's curiosity. That's figuring things out. That's somewhat of confusion.
This ain't curiosity.
What is it?
I know this light make me look good.
I
know this camera is the recorder.
I'm talking about the idea of it.
It's
you say
crazy.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Curiosity.
I'm not curious about this. I know
No, not
that
you. You didn't create lights.
No, what I'm saying is.
I'm saying go a little deeper. Cause you said
Right. But what I'm saying is that's not a curiosity. They understood that we've been in the dark too long, and this is a necessity. And if we have natural light, why not create a different type of light that when the fucking sunlight goes away, we can still see? That's not curiosity. That's just being efficient.
Okay, I understand that mindset. But what if that person who created light was thinking like, yo, why don't we have enough light? Why don't we have a light right here? That's questioning somebody, right?
That's curiosity.
I feel like it's being clever. Wrong C word. Being clever. To create the same, same thing in a different aspect.
Or what they call it, being an innovator.
You innovating because you feel like the creator didn't give you enough?
No, you innovating because
it's too dark right here.
But he gave you enough to think.
I got it. Oh no, go ahead. You right. I guess.
No, I'm just saying he gave you enough to think like, hey, we can do something else with this too. Like he gives you the idea, right?
You plant the seed.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying.
You make sure it grows.
Like if we go back to Adam and Eve again, there was no fucking confusion then until that happened. Yeah. And then ever since then, everybody's been confused. Mm-hmm. Because guess what? The devil slid in there, got her stupid ass to make confusion. Fuck everybody up for the rest until it got in this bitch. Everybody confused because one confused motherfucker confused another motherfucker. That confused another motherfucker. But then it's a couple smart motherfuckers that just refuse to be fucking confused. So it just keeps.
Okay, so before we run out, we have run out of time. I got one question with this shit and it might sound kind of rough. Is there anything in this world that y'all feel like the devil created that y'all enjoy and y'all feel like better the world in a way? Like enhance the world in a way. Like what did the devil do? Can you say it creates confusion, makes you question things?
I'm the perfect nigga to ask that question.
And mind you, we're on a podcast. The podcast is what? Clearing out confusion. Making topics that people are this way or this way about. So us being podcasters, period, is like the product of the devil. Because it makes a lot of confusion because of this person, this side, person, this side.
I can fuck what you say. I stand on what I stand on. I can fuck what she said. I just know what the fuck I feel. So regardless of what the fuck y'all say, it don't confuse me. It's just your opinion and what you say. So
don't that create confusion? Because if I got an opinion and you say something else, does that not make me think? Do I not say something to make other people think about the other side of the perspective?
It made you think, but it didn't confuse you. It didn't make you distraught to the point where I don't know if I want. Quay said that niggas who smoke hookahs are weird. Do I smoke a hookah anymore? You gonna say, I don't give a fuck what Quay say, I'm smoking hookah.
Not everybody says that.
And guess what? Those are people who just slow. They're just slow.
They just slow.
But just to answer your question though, I don't think the devil created anything.
Like having sex out of wedlock. We love that shit though, right?
Nothing was created by the devil. But all nothing was created by the devil.
Okay.
Good and bad is just good and bad. God created that. And just like they say in the Bible.
So God created sex without wedlock?
God in the Bible allows the devil to do what he do. He allows him because, like Dynasty said, we got free will. So he put all this shit out here, all this bad shit and all this good shit, in hopes that either your stupid ass pick good or bad.
So Quajon Mallett is saying the devil is doing God's work.
Facts.
Okay, big gangster.
Side note, it's not.
Go ahead, drop that jewel on him. Go ahead, tell me where the devil come from. Tell me where he come from, dog. Go ahead, let him know.
Yeah, like he came from. He used to be God's.
The devil was an archangel.
Yeah.
That means that nigga was literally Jesus' right hand man at one point.
Yeah, he know what's gonna like trigger us, all kinds of stuff. He know too much to where he can
manipulate and master.
And lead
so
us.
Lucifer is confusion.
Yeah.
He heard what God said, so I don't agree with this shit. Don't sound right to me. I'm gonna do my own
Facts.
thing.
He literally got to the point with Jesus where he was like, "Nigga, why you the man in charge?" And Jesus said, "Whoa, nigga, you overstepping."
Well, not Jesus, God. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big God. You right, but God,
I know you're saying.
They all together. So he kicked that nigga out.
So he pretty much knows like too much to the point where he can, like he said, manipulate us and just make us want to do.
The devil is Jesus' homeboy who knew he had all the weed at. He knew all the stash spots was.
For real.
He knew who all he did business with. He knew everything. So at the end of the day,
in the Bible, or whatever, it says the devil's supposed to go to the lake of fire, or the lake of fire. So he don't want to be alone. So he's gonna try to pull everybody in who he can. So he's not alone. Everybody. He's trying to get as many people to go with him. So he's not the only one out there.
You know what's funny? Imagine seeing all God glory and never being able to experience it again. Wouldn't you be able? Wouldn't you be mad?
But are we looking at it right now?
Right.
I mean, it's before our eyes, and I tell people all the time, like, what we looking at right now, you gotta look a little deeper, to see like what's really going on. Everybody looking at like the surface of things, but like you gotta look a little deeper to know like this is more of a like spiritual world versus like physical.
Hey, I want to say this.
Go ahead.
And I usually don't have a gamut at the end of the episode. I just end the bitch and go.
Yeah.
But I really want to say this because it's on my heart. I need y'all to pay attention. Like, really pay attention to everything right now. And for you niggas who aren't spiritual, maybe this can convince you. Go read Revelations. If you got just take about 2 weeks of your life and read Revelations. Then after you take them 2 weeks to read Revelations, I want you to watch the news. I want you to look around. And I just want you to just really just peep the scene. And if you don't believe in God after that, then you know what? By all means, my nigga.
Because they saying all that shit actually happening right now.
It's all happening right now.
That's what I heard. I never read it.
First of all, the first thing they say is, and then we can talk about it a little bit off camera. I got like 45 seconds. That boy said, weather. You'll never be able to tell the difference between the seasons. It was summertime and it was 80 degrees.
Look.
Right?
Fucking the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
Famine. Disease. Nigga, in a second, the disease, nigga, COVID-19, if that didn't fuck y'all up, I don't know what else disease you had to eat.
And to go back, like how my uncles and them boy was saying, like, yo, these diseases that y'all got now, the sexual transmitted diseases that y'all got right now, we didn't have them back in the day. Like, they had STIs, gonorrhea, chlamydia. Take a shot, you're gone.
Nigga.
We got herpes. We got the genital warts. We got HIV, all this.
Nigga,
shit that kill you.
Them niggas said
you can't get rid of.
Them niggas even said in the Bible that war. Nigga, if you didn't hear what Trump said, and that nigga from where the fuck is that country? I always fuck it up. Ukraine.
Yeah.
That nigga literally looked at him and said, "You dancing on World War III."
Yeah.
God said the world in fire. Now, there ain't no water this time, nigga.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to understand what the fucking nuclear bomb is. And I want you to understand how many of these motherfucking countries got them. And I want you to understand how advanced they are. If one nigga push the button, everybody push the button.
And we've been having a lot of wildfires and a lot of planes fall out the sky, creating more fires. There's a lot of fucking hot shit going on. But
better grab you a motherfucking something.
But to end this motherfucker, man, hey, it's the BMQ podcast. It's your boy Super Jack.
It's your boy Boss Man Quay.
It's Nasty Dino.
That's
And
crazy.
we out
Talk
this
about
bitch.
usually she ended with Nasty Dino.
Oh yeah, right.